So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on first down. They will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas.
Well, the bad news, the Denver Broncos didn't make the playoffs, but the good news for Demaryius Thomas, he was over 1,000 yards again as a receiver.
6th straight year he's done that, but yards per catch and touchdowns down a little bit. Any of that due to the change at quarterback?
Think about it. For him now, in the last 2 seasons, he's had to get used to 4 different quarterbacks throwing him the football. I think that yards per catch will go back up when he gets some consistency.
And his throw here is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
Back to the air, Simeon on 2nd down. Left side here to Sanders. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Sanders, the former SMU product, had 79 catches last year, over 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. They're going to need more of him in Denver if they want to get back into the playoffs.
Part of a great tandem, he and Demaryius Thomas, and Demaryius plays out wide. He's one of those guys that you send him out there and let him work one-on-one and use his big body and his big frame to get open. Emmanuel Sanders, he has the ability to work inside as well. And he's not just quick, he's also fast, and he's dependable for a quarterback because a lot of the routes he runs are right in the sight line. Easy throws for a QB.
They'll run for Anderson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On first down, Simeon. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
C.J. Mosley's your prototypical Alabama linebacker. They'll come downhill and smack you, but they understand the game so well.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Justin Forsett, his first carry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. I guess you don't wear a Super Bowl ring without taking some chances. Gary Kubiak going for it on 4th down.
Now let's go. Please. Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Watch the twin. Over. Detroit.
On 4th down, Simeon got a man. He finds Sanders. 5 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now a first down throw, Simeon. And he rifles one incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. It's caught by Sanders. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And the seemingly endless drive continues. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here in the NFL on EA Sports. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are in for 6. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Well, welcome back to the Elite Flyers Club, Mike Wallace in 2016. Back over 1,000 yards catching the ball. We always knew he could run, Brandon. But this year, I thought he really improved route running and making some more difficult contested catches.
And now, Steve Smith gone, and Mike Wallace will be 31 when next season starts, but a lot more weight on his shoulders.
He'll still be able to run. That won't be the problem. But at 31, he'll also understand how to be craftier in what he does and make some of those difficult catches a little easier for himself.
3rd and just 1. It's Flacco. He's got time in the pocket. Throwing left side, it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Over the middle to Smith. And Steve Smith still making catches on Madden, but his career is over, finishing it with over 1,000 grabs, over 14,000 yards, and 81 touchdowns.
And no one went out better, as far as I'm concerned, than Steve Smith. Did you see his letter to the commissioner?
Tell me about it.
Where he said that I will no longer be around to antagonize defensive backs.
And he did just that.
Agent 89 out.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. A red zone first down for Flacco. Can't find anyone open. His throw caught at about the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go pass again with Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Flacco will take to the air again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Steve Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They run it again with Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson. Stiff-armed him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Anderson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Simeon, and this is caught. Demaryius Thomas, 7 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Over. Now let's go. 3-19 now, Barney. Leopard. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Get in the weight room. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Now let's go.
On 4th down, Simeon. And this is in. Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll give the Ravens a 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Second and 10. Flacco once more. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Once more, it's Flacco. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So here. The biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They go play action here on 1st down, surveying the field. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory.
Green 39. Let's go. Now let's go.
Norwood in motion. Here's Simeon looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. 3rd and 2, Simeon. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3, Leopard. No. Check, Patriot. No. Check, Patriot.
On 1st down, Simeon. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Red zone opportunity. They give it to Anderson. And he's going to fight his way. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watch it now. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56.
again, Anderson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11th. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney! Over! Set, Leopard! Over! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90!
In motion left is Thomas. Back to throw. This is Booker on the dump off. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And as the 4th quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, 8. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They stay on the ground with Dixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it with Dixon. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Flacco.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the...
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And his kick is indeed good. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. For granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL.